or get some drugs to do, or go buy sex because that's the only way that they can get it. So I have to really think like that sometimes. I have to really think, not just what if I was a woman, what if I was 300 pounds? You know, I never was 300 pounds, but I've been obese before. You know, what if I weighed more than I did before? What if, you know, I had no legs? Or what if I had no arms? You know, what if I was one of those unfortunate people that had corona? What if I had cancer? What if I never quit smoking cigarettes and I was still smoking cigarettes? Would I still be able to run as fast as I do today? What if I never started hitting the gym every single day and working out? So as I analyze from these different perspectives, I begin to think more and more like a cop because I'm looking at it from outside of my own shoes. Unbiased, analytical, like a cop. Not like a usual suspect, not like a usual anything. Okay? Like a cop. So this is important because this doesn't just help you say, now I know how to face the world so I can approach the world at a different angle where my end goal is to achieve friends or to achieve respect from somebody who will love me one day. And that really more so is not my end goal, and I hope it's not yours. Not if you're just anybody out there, but if you're a part of my study group or my student organization or my company that one day I will have employees when I graduate, because the more in unison we are, the more that we'll achieve a common goal. Okay? It can always be worse. Okay? This is the morale that will cause us to not want to give up on ourselves whenever, you know, we look at what we got and we think that it's not enough. Somebody out there, there's plenty of women walking home tonight. And they're going to make it home because they have faith. They have faith in things that can't be seen, but things that are hoped for. And we don't know what it is. We might think that it's big muscles, or the gender of a man, or the job of a man, or the car of a man, or the vision of a man. But it might not be anything like that. It might be something that we'll never be able to conceptualize. But whatever it is something that should be looked at as a great form of leadership. An extraordinary example of something that we should strive after, to shadow, and not just reflect. Because sometimes they're more effective than us at what it means to be a police officer or a guard or a parent or whatever the day calls for. Okay? When it comes to greater good. So, don't lose faith. And whenever I lose faith, remind me not to, because even if you don't, I watch my own videos and be like, yeah, man, that was pretty smart. I'm going to keep it moving, as I should, like everybody does. We as podcasters and the modern day streamers of this generation, we don't just podcast for people that we hope to be our fans. We podcast for ourselves, because that's how hip-hop started. And that's how everything starts. You know, that's the dream. That's the American dream. You know what I mean? So, it's a beautiful night in Pittsburgh. I feel confident, you know, walking through this neighborhood. Whether I'm accepted by the poor class, the rich class, the middle class, or any class. Because life has taught me balance. Life has taught me discipline. I'm committed. I'm humble. But I know my value. I'm modest. But at the same time, you know, somebody who takes, who has respect for themselves, who has dignity. All right? So remember that. You know what I mean? Just when you think that, and it's important because it really, really is. Right now, There's a female police officer riding around in a squad car. And she's not just a poster child or somebody that's just there, you know, to be the water boy or the water girl or to do sexual favors for her coworkers. She's there because she knows how to cuff, right? And she doesn't just think like a cop. She knows how to use it.